Scott is a prominent figure in the world of street racing, known through his appearance in the Discovery Channel's hit series Street Outlaws New Orleans in 2016, but has had a life intertwined with speed and adrenaline from an early age. His uniqueness as an individual sparked great interest among the viewers, who were hungry to know more about Taylor's origins. It didn't help that Scott is mostly a private person and would rather sit in silence than brag about his wealth and achievements. This left the crowd scratching their heads about numerous important questions regarding the racer, such as what kind of background he comes from and how much he earns. Born and raised in Mississippi, Taylor's fascination with racing was forever kindled in his youth, setting him on the path that he still follows today. His father was a significant influence in his life, as well as the very catalyst that sparked his interest in the highly competitive world of racing. While Scott was on the fence about becoming a professional drag racer for most of his early life, it was also his father who eventually forced him into making a choice. Since this decision turned out to have been the right one, few fans have complained about the somewhat controversial method used in this case. More specifically, the last message Scott received from his father was a wish for his unique talent to be tested behind the wheels in the Discovery Channel reality TV series that race enthusiasts around the world love and revere. This ultimate request from his father became a driving force for Scott, pushing him to turn a lifelong dream into reality. He eventually found his way into the spotlight, asking various favors from his racing friends and trying to contact the right producers. The effort eventually paid off, providing Taylor with a perfect platform to showcase his skills and passion for racing. It was here that he began to make a name for himself, not just as a racer, but also as a significant figure in the drag racing community. However, Scott's life before the show was not all about the track. He had a regular life, attending school and later working various odd jobs to support himself. Despite his growing interest in racing, Scott understood the importance of having a stable income and pursued a career outside of the sport. Taylor thus faced numerous challenges throughout the early years, as the world of street racing wasn't an easy one to break into, and he had to work hard to establish himself. He faced numerous obstacles and setbacks, but his determination and passion for being number one on the track never wavered. Scott Taylor's car, affectionately known as John Doe, is a character in its own right in the world of street racing. This 1992 Oldsmobile Cutlass has been through countless races, victories, and even a few heart-stopping incidents, becoming a symbol of Taylor's passion for the sport. The story of John Doe begins with its creation, as Taylor, a seasoned racer and member of the New Orleans, Louisiana, or NOLA team at the time, poured his heart and soul into building a car worthy of his talent. He worked tirelessly, often spending long nights in his garage, tweaking and perfecting every aspect of the vehicle. His dedication was fueled by a desire to create a machine that was not only fast, but also a reflection of his personality and racing philosophy. John Doe is powered by a 524-inch BAE Hemi engine, equipped with a ProCharger, a combination of power and performance, which makes the car a formidable opponent on the track. Taylor swears by everything he has that John Doe is faster than fellow racer Kai Kelly's Shocker, which is a claim that has sparked many heated debates among fans and fellow racers. The car's unique name adds to its mystique, as the term is often used to refer to an unidentified person, and in this context, it symbolizes the car's unpredictable nature and Taylor's ability to surprise his opponents on the track. John Doe has seen its fair share of action over the years, having participated in numerous races, often emerging victorious against some of the fastest cars in the sport. However, it's also experienced a few setbacks, most notably a very particular incident from which Taylor was lucky to escape with his life. In addition to John Doe, Taylor also owns another racing car, Track Doe, a 2021 Camaro equipped with a 565-inch Pro Line racing Hemi and a ProCharger. Like John Doe, Track Doe is a testament to Taylor's love for racing and his continuous pursuit of speed and performance, as well as almost fanatical willingness to invest as much as necessary in his one true passion. Off the track, John Doe is a source of pride for Taylor, as it represents his journey in the world of street racing, from his humble beginnings to his current status as one of the sport's most respected figures. The car is a symbol of his dedication, passion, and relentless pursuit of victory, causing it to be recognized among most fans of the series as one of its signature vehicles. All of this combined makes John Doe much more than just a car, weaving a story about the many virtues that have kept the world's greatest racers afloat through the years. It's a tale that continues to inspire fans and fellow racers alike, reminding them of the thrill and excitement that comes with this ultimately dangerous sport. Scott was engaged in a routine racing event when things went horribly wrong for the first time, catching him and everyone else by complete surprise. He was at the helm of his 1992 Oldsmobile Cutlass as the race started, bolting from the starting line at a customary unthinkable speed. However, not long after the onset of the race, a deafening blast rang out across the track, sending most onlookers into shock and fear. The detonation originated from Taylor's vehicle, which is something no one would have expected. It was ascertained upon detailed examination that the torque converter had malfunctioned, suffering a catastrophic function failure as one of the most crucial components of a vehicle's transmission system. The intensity of the blast was such that it punctured a hole in the transmission tunnel and scattered metallic fragments in all directions, which could easily have cut the driver, akin to shrapnel from a fragmentation artillery shell. The base of the vehicle sustained severe damage, and the engine was deemed beyond repair. In fact, Scott was extremely lucky that no other explosion took place at that time. Taylor, although rattled by the incident, came out of the car without injury, much to everyone's relief, but was left with a severely compromised vehicle in the wake of the incident, scrambling to find the means to effect all the necessary repairs. Despite this massive hurdle that threatened to either end or greatly halt his career, Taylor pledged to restore his car as soon as possible. He exchanged the damaged components, mended the hole in the transmission tunnel, and even upgraded the engine to boost its performance and efficiency. After several weeks of intensive repairs, and probably considerable amounts of money, John Doe was back in working order and primed for future competitions. Drama again engulfed Taylor and his team when they decided to equip his car with a Pro-Line power plant, a high-performance engine that's known for its exceptional power output. This part, combined with a controversial blower, was set to take Taylor's racing performance to new heights, or more accurately, speeds. While all fine and dandy on paper, the decision was met with great pushback from the racing crowd, as well as the fans. The blower, a device that increases the power output of an engine by forcing more air into the combustion chamber, is in itself a controversial upgrade among street outlaws. Some argued that it gave Taylor an unfair advantage, while others believed it was a legitimate part of racing, as any upgrade. With no governing body on the legality of every possible car upgrade, it was most definitely in the gray zone. Despite massive potential setbacks, Taylor went ahead with the controversial upgrade, determined to push the boundaries of what was possible in street racing, and this new setup was going to be his latest attempt at doing so. The installation process was rather meticulous, requiring a high level of precision and overall mastery at crafting race car builds. Every component had to be perfectly aligned, and the engine had to be tuned to handle the increased power output, while the entire setup needed to be immaculately arranged for optimal airflow. When the upgrade was concluded, Taylor seemed to have made the most of it through sheer dominance on the track. The Pro-Line power plant, combined with the controversial blower, gave the vehicle an unprecedented level of power and speed. However, the negative feedback surrounding the blower hadn't dissipated, with certain viewers and various competitors seeing Taylor as a cheating charlatan rather than a professional racer. It continued to be a topic of heated discussion. those supporting Scott arguing that his competitors also have unconventional upgrades, and so he has every right to catch up to them. Taylor has continued to stand by his decision, arguing that the blower was a necessary addition that would allow for fair races, as well as that it was within the rules of the sport. He also pointed out that the installation was done professionally, meaning that all safety measures were taken into account. This is perhaps one of the most defining characteristics of Taylor's career, as it served to show both his wooers and booers the extent to which he's determined, allowing his competitive and boundary-pushing mindset to shine even in the face of potential doom. Taylor's racing career has seen certain memorable triumphs, owing to his incessant striving to improve and dominate the track. He secured the runner-up position in Outlaw Armageddon in the 2015 season, finishing right alongside Justin Shearer, the legendary Big Chief. He also won the Border Wars, pocketing a cash prize of $21,000 and a great deal of fame that came with the victory. That said, his journey hasn't always been smooth, and that is perhaps what makes him stand out from the rest, as many fans have connected with his readiness to face hardships and defeat. In a race against Kai Kelly and his 1992 Camaro, the Shocker, at the Memphis International Raceway on August 2, 2016, Taylor fell short in the final round after a tight 1-1 tie in the first 2 rounds. This was a highly anticipated showdown, seen as the ultimate settling of their fierce rivalry, and Scott had the misfortune of dealing with the short end of the stick. Apart from racing, Taylor also owns a business, Taylor Towing, in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and runs a local racetrack named Hub City Dragway. His ventures, combined with his winnings from racing, contributed a great deal to his net worth, which is estimated to be approximately $500,000. Finally, his current biggest source of income is Scott Taylor Motorsports, STM, a website on which would-be customers and supportive fans can order a number of competitive car parts, get advice on optimizing their builds, as well as purchase various kinds of merchandise with the STM logo on it. The most integral part of Taylor's life and drive towards success is his family, who support him every step of the way and serve as an inspiration for the many endeavors he undertakes. Scott married a certain Heather Taylor on July 24, 2004, and they've since had a peaceful and loving union. On October 10, 2010, Heather gave birth to their beloved twins, Sophie and Scotty. It remains to be seen whether either grow up to follow their father's footsteps, much like Scott in his time.
Thank you for spending time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.